what would you say, what was the best part of seeing them live? Because there's always a moment when you see artists live, at least in my experience, where there's that one song that maybe you didn't even expect to just pop off because it's an album cut or whatever, but they do it so differently live and they have something about it that's special.
Well, they always, every time they do a live show, they always, for some reason, have to mention, I think every artist that has a number one single that kind of blew up without them really wanting it to blow up is, what song was it?
2,000 years later.
Me, Myself, and I. Me, Myself, and
Their
I.
most famous song.
Yeah, Me, Myself, and I. Bam, 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 bam. Right? You know that song right there? Well, that was their jam. Everybody loves that song. It was fucking,
just me,
obviously, it's
myself,
fucking the
and-
funk, right?
Yeah.
They always talk about how
Shout out BDR.
they always fucking talk about how they hated that song, and
Yeah.
that was the worst song that they hated, but they still perform it, and they're like,
Because they know it's a hit.
it's a hit, because obviously you're gonna play the songs that people want to hear, right?
That's tight.
So it's kind of like a guilty way to perform. Like they're just like, we're gonna perform it, but we're gonna tell everybody how much we hate the song.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Actually, that's an interesting note because do you think, let me ask you this. Do you think that's the best De La Soul song?
No.
Okay. What's the best De La Soul song?
My favorite De La Soul song.
Because that's the one that
I
most
have a
people
lot.
know, right?
I have a lot.
That's
yeah.
the one that when you mention De La Soul, they're like, oh, I just me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
And that's
that
like the song
one
that comes to mind.
or
Exactly. Beep, beep, boop,
3
boop,
Feet
boop,
High and
boop.
Rising or Break of Dawn. There's a lot of different ones, but mine is I Am I Be.
Why?
I don't know. I just like that song. I like the jazz instrumental on it, and it just kind of like I like the flow and the breakdown, and it kind of sounded really jazzy, and it was like introspective. I like the one that was rapping earlier, like dip dip da, you're making me cry with
Yeah.
that onion between your thighs. The Onion song.
Wait, so what was it that got you in about De La Soul? Separate of the fact that they're hip hop, separate of the fact that maybe it was a part of a genre that you listened to, what was it that really got you about them?
Well, in an era where everybody was gangster rap, they kind of threw a curveball to me, and I got to listen to them a little bit later in life. I kind of got the opportunity to say, you know what? Like, I don't have to be hard because I wasn't, battling with myself growing up in the neighborhood. Not in like a crazy gangster neighborhood, but
Right.
like, being as a Latino, you got to choose. You're going to hang out with these guys. You're going to
100%.
hang, or you're going to just,
That's like any person of color hood. You have that option and that
Yeah.
choice, and or at least in those ex-urban, suburban areas, right? And you get the choice and you get the ability, and it's interesting because there were two paths, right? It was the De La Soul more fun, less intense.
Yeah. So it was like, 93 to 95, maybe around that time, where I got to choose, do I be hard, or do I just be a love spirit, give out joy, positive hip hop vibe?
And that's when he started pistol whipping.
Yeah, and then that's when I put down the 4-4 and pulled out a daisy.